Check, check, check. Mic check, mic check. What's up? What's up? Hey, Lindsay, Artem, Kelly, VCD McDaniel, D Daniel in the house. What's going on? I was gonna make a video. What's up? I was gonna make a video, so I thought it's late. I'm killed. I'll just go live and do a video that way. What's up? What's up? T Jackson, Jake. Jake, I almost think it looks like your handle could be Jake Damon. Jake Damon. Or is it Jake Damon? What's up, Jersey? Debbie, Rudy, Selfish, Black 340, Jackson, Matthew Sturzer. Tune on in, Matthew. Good to see you. Power Crypto, Forest Pump, Ace. Thank you, Ace. I appreciate that. I feel you, Selfish. Omar DeShafaro, hello. Daman, baby. Mr. J. Cole, good evening. NVIDIA weekly time frame. I can try to look at it. What's up, Christian? PB and JT. Demi Obey. Hey, Spy Lord, she says. Hey, Demi, how are you? Now, is it Demi or Demi? Like the actress. Dalton Dell. Deborah Company. Bijan. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. The 51st state is here, Artem says. Albindia, am I saying that right? Wimbush Sherrod, Albindia. It's a pretty name. First time here. Welcome. Glad you're here, my friend. Alright, KA here. Dina Burton in the house. Teo, What's good tonight, y'all? What's good? How'd everybody's day go? Yeah, this a public one. Hit them likes for me, y'all. Hit them like buttons for me. Ice. Let me just tell you, man. Today was a rough day. Today was a rough day. D. Daniel had some hibachi. I feel that. Let's look at, and I was going to say also, the night session is flat. It is it's coiling up. Christian, the dentist went pretty good. I got 2 new crowns and a little bit of a sore jaw, but it went pretty good. Thanks for asking. So we got a ranging day, right? Let's go over here. Let's get that. Hey, Shelley. Edwin, the crowns went well. Thank y'all for asking. I just got stopped out of Google, AMD. I'm a real crown trader now, Artem. I'm so sorry, guys. Didn't mean to do that in the microphone. This thing is sensitive. Now, let's go. How do I switch screens here, guys? Yeah. Nope, that's the wrong one. Secondary. There we go. Omar, implied volatility. Shelly is a staple. All right. Let me think about how to define implied volatility. I'm not great at it. Give me a few minutes. Maybe I can come up with a good definition for you. On a larger time frame here, I want everybody to check out what we're doing. If you can see, we're still in our upper range. We've printed several good volume shelves on the way up. If I can actually catch this pivot low down here. There we go. This one here. Now, we're holding this up here pretty nice. We're looking for, ultimately we're looking for this right here, 596 to break. That's what's going to pack us up another level, another step. We're in a bit of a, does that make sense now? On a bigger time frame here. Actually be better if I did this. There we go. There we go. Something like that. And then something like this. You see that channel we're in now? We're making our way higher. This is a 30-minute. Let's pop him on a 1 hour here and look at it. I'm going to adjust this to a... I often run a 50. So here's your 50. Here's your 50-day moving average. I feel on a 1 hour over the 50-day moving average is usually pretty bullish. Sometimes we lose it, and I like to wait till we regain it before I take any swings. We've just got a nice run off the last time we reclaimed it back here. Right here we reclaimed it one more time for a pump a few days back, and we're holding it right now on the 1 hour. We're right on it, holding it. And we could come on down and check the bottom of this channel. We could come on down to 586 would be my next line in the sand. Excuse me, guys. A nice little bit of consolidation in this range, if we throw a volume shelf just back to here, you're going to see this is a nice bit. This is the POC dating back to last Monday, the point of control. So I really wanted to test 588 or something today, and we never got down to it. We never did get down to 588. I kind of thought we might, but we faded and faded and faded. One little rip down towards the end of the day. A day like this, let's check this out. I'm gonna take this channel off. Catch this pivot for you one more time down here. This low point right here. Now look, guys. As long as we hold right about here, 585. As long as we can hold this, we're going to remain in this upper channel here until, of course, we break it or get above it or whatnot. Momentum, I want to check momentum now, like on the daily. We'll get it on a couple of different time frames. If you can see, we hit right at 70 on the daily time frame. That's pretty damn, excuse my French, that's a pretty good run. It's a pretty good run. It makes sense to me for a pullback to either test a piece of structure down, or at least the bottom of this shelf we're on, to give it a nice test, or even a pullback down to here, like 570 area. That wouldn't surprise me a bit. If we lose 578, we'll fly to down here around 570, 568, something like that. If we lose that level, this one right here, I hope we can maintain up towards the top shelf that we're in right now. That yellow line I just gave you on the 1 hour, 585.50, something like that. That's a line in the sand for me. That's a line in the sand for me. I want to maintain that. And then we'll go back and look at the day as a whole here for a second. But momentum could be slowing down, and the way I get that is on some smaller time. Like here's the 1 hour. If you'll look for the past several days, this is the 1 hour time frame. We're losing some momentum with the MACD, but we're still moving up in price range. That's some bearish divergence. Let's check the 4 hour out. The 4 hour is not really quite giving it to us yet. So we want a little bit bigger time frame before it's going to print, but the 4 hour is pointing down now. It could be giving us, there was the 6 hour. I can't get no closer till we get to the daily. If this daily gives us a complete cross down up here, which it is trying to do, it could just come down a little, level out, and take back off, is what I'm hoping. So 585, keep 585 on your radar. Let me get the questions here. We got any more questions? How does okay. Anthony, while I'm playing during the day, I'm usually playing same day options. 0 DTE. Thank you for the super chat. Zio. How do you translate QQQ levels like 5 MA to SPY levels. Also, what is the volume tool you're using? This is the fixed range volume profile. If you tune in any with me, you're going to see me use it a lot. I love to find my levels with it. It's on TradingView, fixed range volume profile. So here you can see 585 is something the bulls need to defend. We hopped right off this mid shelf here. We hopped right off of it today, that big green candle on the 1 hour. If we zoom in here, unfortunately, well, the 1 hour is sitting right at the 0 line on the MACD. So if it will stay right here and give us a cross up, I will be interested in calls tomorrow. We may get that overnight. I hope it waits on us. Overnight session so far is down. Yeah, it just broke down a little bit. We got a little bit of support at 590.50 and then 589.75. Kind of next two lines in the sand. Okay. So what was the question now? How do you translate Q levels like 5 MA to SPY levels? The Qs in the SPY pretty much will chart the same. Most of the time. I want to analyze the day with everybody. And I want to show you the difference in today and yesterday. Y'all know I run the 9, the 200, and VWAP, right? Keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. 1 second. Thirsty and tired. Okay. I need to get my comments up here. Listen here at Power Crypto. Great explanation, my friend. I don't think I could have put it as well as my friend Power Crypto here. He's been in here a long time. I think it's a he. Could be a she. I don't know. But I believe Mr. Power Crypto is pretty experienced trader. This is a great explanation of implied volatility for whoever was asking. Directly influenced by the supply and demand of the underlying options and by the market's expectation of the share price's direction. So you can get in a super volatile market going straight down, and you're going to notice a difference, like when we were buying puts a few weeks ago and the market was selling off so hard. Options on the SPY were outrageous expensive. It's because of implied volatility. Great job, Power Crypto. Let's see. Fixed range volume profile, Jeff. Yeah, rough day today. Rough day. Yeah, rough day for sure. I want you to look at the difference in yesterday and today. Okay. Yesterday was a great trending day. Super duper trending day. First thing we did, this is how often that we chart. We mark the high of pre-market with yellow. Is what I do. And we mark the low of pre-market. Okay, here's pre-market hours is in the brown background. So I just stretch these lines across. Now we have a range for our pre-market hours. The next range is morning market, which is the first 3 5-minute candles. This is a good practice to do every day for people beginning, especially. 1, 2, 3. Here's your third candle right there. Now you can wait 15 minutes for direction, or when I see pre-market breaking one way or the other early on a first or second candle, I don't care to go ahead and give it a run. It is a higher risk, but we are breaking a level. We're breaking pre-market right here on this candle, and we entered, ran it up to the third candle, and then ran it up again, if I remember right. But this was the move. Can you play the rest of the day? You can, but why do you want to? When you got the break of 588.80 and you ride this puppy to the top point where it stops and starts to consolidate up here, I'm going to tell you that is the first point of consolidation. Okay. What I do is I wait for consolidation to happen and the price bleeds off and it stops, right? I mark where it stops, which is here. That's where it stopped. So look, when I take VWAP off, I just use the 9 EMA as an indicator. When I got VWAP off and I get this, I do these 2 lines here now because this has now created me a range. And now my next entry is the breaking out of that range. This area right here. Once we start breaking that range, we're going up again. Okay? Because what are we doing? We're breaking previous highs. Previous highs, previous lows. If this begins to fall back out of, if we start testing the top of this range, which was the previous high point here, if these candles never overcome it, it's resistance, and we're either going to consolidate or we're going to fall back down and find support down here before we move up, or we reverse. One or the other. Something's going to happen. But every time we get a run up and then a fall back down throughout the day, I mark it on smaller time frames like this. And if you'll notice, when we back test stuff, normally, we broke previous highs here. We made new highs. We come back. We almost back test identical line. Again, we back test it here and here. This was high of the day. This is what we're waiting to break now, guys. Mark your previous week and your previous day's highs and lows, and wait for the breakouts. Now, intraday, we're playing for breakouts of pre-market and morning market. Same concept. We're waiting for resistance to be broke. We're treating pre-market high as resistance and pre-market low as support. Whichever way the market gives us is how we're going to play it. Now, you can wait 15 minutes if it starts to break morning market first, then then morning market is your first entry. You know, sometimes pre-market is above morning market. It doesn't matter how it gives it to you. Today is not a trending day. Let's remove our drawings. I'm gonna take 200 off. I'm gonna tell you, EMAs don't help you none on days like this. You might as well turn them off. They ain't worth 2 nickels. Now how do I get rid of that? Okay. The whole day today, look, here was pre-market highs, right? Here is pre-market lows. 1, 2, 3 candles. Morning market structure is purple. And well, that white line becomes purple now. Now look at this. Here's morning market and pre-market lows. One time this morning, I caught that flush candle flushing down under. It broke pre-market and morning market. Now, when it broke down there, we're also going to start. We're going to put us another line at the low of the day so far. We got to add those lines as the day goes, okay? Okay, we've added our lines. I'll make it something different. I'll make it white. What is that line? Oh, that's where after hours flushed. Okay. Make it a little bigger here. Okay. Here's lows. Here's low of the day so far. It reverses. It never even brings back to pre-market. So here's high of day. Low of day again. Basically high of day again. Now look what happens, guys. When we break low of day, what happens? We make lows. When we break lows, we make lows. When we break highs, we make highs. Right? Right. So, looky here, man. Stock up in the house, son. LJ. Thanks, Larry. Man, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, sir. Man, look at that. You gonna make me blush. Make Uncle Larry in the house, son. Jersey, $10 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Jersey in the house. So pre-market supply and demand has the same concept as morning market structure, so you can enter a play. Absolutely, Jersey. Is it as heavily weighted? No, but I absolutely get off my tools here. I absolutely use it as a piece of my structure. So when I come over here and mark these, here's pre-market high that previous day, here's pre-market low that previous day. I'm basically waiting. I can wait for the breakout, just the same as morning market becomes a level for us. It's just a standard used by stock traders, man. 1, 2, 3 candles. We're going to mark. Okay, there's my levels. My levels are set. When you get this day, this is payday. There ain't no indicators on there. That's payday. because we're breaking over highs. Time frame right now, we're moving up really slowly. When you get this, I like this tool here. It's called a regression trend. Man, I still can't believe Larry stopped in. LJ, son. Unk. Shot Swamp Fox. I got 2 brand new crowns back here. 2 brand new ones. D. Daniel said, "Good evening, Larry." That made me feel good, man. Thank you. So, when we start throwing other indicators on it, it gives us other views. But here's last Monday. Look what we've done so far, guys. Here's a low. Here's a low. Here's a low. Here's a low. High. High. Basically another high. We made new highs. This one wasn't as big, but we're stair stepping up. High, high. Another high. We're making higher highs. We're making lower lows, right? Now, until the that's on a 5-minute time frame. You can go 30 minutes and get some different views, but it's still the same. We're still in this channel. But there's always a but in the room, right? This is an ascending bearish channel. So these do tend to break down, I will say. Let's go to a 1 hour. I'm quite sure I could stretch this down. Look at that. That's a big channel, man. That's a big channel going back to April 21. So, yeah. This is very bullish right now, but we got to respect. Here's the daily. We got to respect our other indicators as well. And right now, it is showing a little cool off. This RSI just took a turn down. Not that it can't, it can just pull back, interact with the signal line, and give us another run up. It's simply cooling off. Just like on, if I could tell you guys, a lot of people get confused with the MACD. And I've been there myself. Like on a 5-minute MACD, let me get rid of that. On a 5-minute MACD, things are going to heat up quick and cool off. When you get a day like yesterday, look at this 5-minute RSI. I'm sorry, not the MACD, but the 5-minute RSI. It gets heated up and has to cool back down, but it doesn't mean price has to drop. Even though this MACD on a small time frame pulls back, you have to take into consideration larger time frame MACD and RSI. They're going to outweigh. Just think about 5 minutes is 5 minutes. It can go from opening to almost the high of day in 15-20 minutes, and then become overbought, or in the other way, it could become oversold. Either way. So, yeah, that's a regression channel. What indicator makes that channel? Yeah, that's a regression channel on TradingView. And if we go to this day here, I wish I would have been home today. I wish I'd have been home for this, because this flush was perfect. This was perfect flush. But this is what the market makes y'all do, man. What's it do? it gets under your skin. Gets under your skin and wears you down, wears your pace. So if you're trying to be a trader, sometimes you're going to have to wait 4, 5, 6 hours for your trade. But I'm telling you right now, if I catch this break, why would I catch it? Because it's tapped it 2 times today. On the 5 minute, we've tapped that thing once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, trying to break it down. The same with the hive day. Had it reversed up here and started closing over the hive day and over pre-market, which is almost the hive day too, well, I'd have played it up. This right here was money in the bank, that candle. Why? Because it was breaking lows of day. When you get over here to what this is 2:20 Eastern time and you're breaking the low of day, well, you're going to get a flush. If I just get this 592.30 to 590, almost 2-point move, 10, 15 contracts, I'll take that all day long. Now it rebounded right here, but we have to. That's why I try to get everybody into taking some profits on your way. Your leverage caught for the put. Oh, killer, Deshaun. Thanks, man. Thanks, brother. Artem, is this an inverse head and shoulders? No. Not really. Trying to find an inverse head and shoulders. I mean, it's kind of got that appearance to it. It would be a head, a shoulder, and you get another shoulder like right over here. It has to come back down, test the same line as this shoulder, and then you shoot up. I used to get them confused too because I'd be looking for a shoulder like this, but that's not how an inverse head and shoulder is. It's in a different form. But I get what you're saying. It kind of does look like that a little bit. So that was the play of the day right there. At this point, my next go long, if you guys will look. Okay. Tuesday, Monday. What was last week's high? Here's Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Okay, look. Last week's high was Friday. I'm going to mark it. I'm going to make it big. I'm going to make it stick out like a sore thumb. There's last week's high. Now, we didn't hold it. We barely broke it. We didn't hold it. So, you can play, as far as on the upside, I would have to first break hive day here. Go back to normal here. I'm first going to have to break highs of days from today. 593.95. 593. And then to be conservative, you could just wait for 594.50 for us to break that. That would be a conservative move for going into calls. If you get in, if we were in live market right now and we started breaking over lows of day, well, now my range becomes in between, just like we've been all day, in between today's high and today's low. This is my range. I could possibly expect for it to do this number here until we get worked our way back to the highs. I really want to get over 594, then 594.50. That's my next go-to, and then we're just going to go to Monday's high now, right here. $595.50. So there's a 1 point move between last week's high and this week's high, which ain't bad. I'll take a 1 point move on a day trade. To the downside, I'm going to measure back. Let's get rid of all these drawings for a second. I'm going to measure back. There's last Monday. Here's my shelf, guys. Here's my ultimate support down here, 587. 586.80, something like that. There we go. That is my ultimate support right now. You can see that kind of, we retested it here, came back, retested it, and bounced right off of it. That's the whole week last week. So far we're holding in this upper range up here. That's what I want to hold that. Don't want to lose it. If we do lose it, that's what's on my radar right here. 585. Don't want to lose that bad boy. Got a little bit here at 578 or 579. A little bit of structure, not much. It can fall. If we start losing this level, we can get back down here to 568 easy, because they ain't nothing here. We gapped up easy. There is no structure here to catch you. So 580, 540, put it on your chart, okay? Deshaun made 1,300 on that level. Appreciate that, man. John Urban, I feel you. I was scared to set tie stop loss. You know, John, and that's okay. Listen, that's why this is a mental game. The market wants to wear you out all day long, so it can take your money. So you have to go into this a day like today. Honestly, it's better after you spent those first 2 hours trading and you see it's just not doing nothing. I would advise you, set an alert. If it starts getting close to your line, let your alert trigger you, and then check it back out to see if it's going to move or not. Don't waste 8 hours sitting there waiting on that. But now if you sit there and wait on it, that was the move today. That was the move. The flush under lows of day. It was really easy. All right. Guys, I love you. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm wore out. Appreciate you guys. I love you. And we'll do it again tomorrow. I'll be on with Josh tomorrow. Man, if you're in the house, brother, thanks for stopping in here. That made me feel really good. Appreciate that. Jersey, thank you for the super chat as well, my friend. Thank you, Zio, for the super chat. I love you guys very much. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yep, I'll see y'all in the morning. I'm going to look at a couple things. I did start a Pepsi position the other day. And then I saw Josh, Josh got it on his radar right now too. So, sorry guys, I got a little sidetracked here. So, yep. If y'all are interested, I usually take 2 or 3 days a week and answer emails back. If you want to support me, the best way to do it is get subscribed to the Discord under my link. That helps me out big time. And then I do coaching. I can only do so many at a time, though, so many a day. There's not enough hours in the day. So I answer those emails back. It's all in the description of the video. And I'll wrap it up on that. I love you all. I really do. I appreciate it. I love being in this family with you guys. So be sure to hit the like. If you didn't subscribe to YouTube already, please hit the subscribe button. Don't make me come through the YouTube waves and make you hit that finger. Thank you, Deshaun. Thank you so much. All right. Love y'all. Wrap her up. Get some rest, you bunch of wild and crazy kids. I love you. Appreciate it. Later.